Hey guys, Chris DuBois. I want to tell you this cool story. So back in the day, I worked in the paint blasting shop at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard, and I knew this kid. And what happened was I went on light duty because I'd got this pseudoaneurysm in my carotid artery. I can't really tell if it's on this side or that side, but you can see a scar on my throat to this day. But anyways, God saved my life. It was supernatural, and as a result, though, I had to be on light duty at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard. So basically, I would just read my Bible, read some books, put my sermons together. They didn't care because there was no work I could do. I had a PICC line in me. It was a mess. But they would send other people on light duty as well that got injured. So the Lord would use me to witness to them, pray with them, share Jesus, scripture, do Bible studies with them. It was cool because I got paid the whole time. But anyways, this one gentleman named James came to see me. He had busted his head and really hurt it on the boat, banged his head up. And the Lord led me to pray for him. He allowed me to do that for healing. He was with me for, I don't know, a week or two, I believe. This was years ago. And so yeah, I prayed with him for healing. I did a Bible study with him. I shared the gospel. He had at one time grew up in the church, but he had fallen away from the Lord and wasn't following him anymore. And anyways, he went off eventually, and we went our separate ways, and he ended up leaving the shipyard, and I haven't seen him for like years until the other day. So I was at Tri-City Christian Academy, this special dinner that they were given to me and others that serve at the school. I preach on occasion there. And at the end, they asked me to say the prayer for the evening. And James came up to me. He didn't recognize me. He said that I looked older because of my gray hair. I didn't have gray hair. See, the gray. Anyways, I didn't have that before. It was like dark brown. But anyways, he didn't recognize me, and but he recognized my crazy deep accent and my crazy voice. And he came up to me afterwards, and he said, "I just want to thank you because I've been sharing my testimony throughout the years that this painter called the Preacher, which was my nickname at the shipyard in the paint shop, he had shared the gospel with me, and the Lord had used that to lead me back to Jesus Christ. And he said, I want to let you know that I'm following Jesus now. I've been in a church for over 9 years. It closed down, but I'm in another church. I led my wife to Christ. I'm married. I have 3 children who I've brought up in the faith, and the Lord has blessed my life, and I want to thank you." And I did everything not to burst in tears on the scene. I ended up praying with them, loving on them, and just ministering to them again. And it was just, James blessed me. And I just wanted to share that cool testimony. You know, God will use us to share the gospel, and we might never know the impact of that. I never thought that it did much of anything for James years ago. It had to have been over 10 years ago. And here I am running into him again, and him telling me his testimony. And he said he wanted to run into me, but he didn't remember my name. And here it is, God putting us in each other's path, and I needed that encouragement. So I just hope this encourages you guys. Keep sharing the gospel, keep praying for people. You never know who you're going to touch. You never know the impact you're going to have. God bless you guys.